Oh, I'm very thankful, especially for Plavo Pozorište, because they initiated, they invite us, and they propose the very frame for the work. I mean, frame how we collaborate and what will be the subject, including the general structure, let's say, of how many people could be engaged, how dynamic will be the process. And so it worked, and it works now because we are in the moment of presentation of the final results, the performance, the passage. The title even was shaped here last December when we had one of the last meeting, the working meeting, and then the collaboration was focused to create a piece. All of this, what happened between this project is completely, let's say, new for us, or better to say, unusual. We are focused on singing, we are focused on musical or chant dramaturgy. We usually start new project with thinking, feeling about songs, about the tradition or traditions we would like to have with us, and in the process of 2.5, 3 years to research and to study and to practice those songs, to be able to transmit them into the form of contemporary musical drama. And here we had a given theme, and it was clear that we have to use our skills and our knowledge regarding, of course, music. That's what brought us very close to Plavo, of course. And there was not that much territory for something new, because then the risk or even the impossibility to construct something together will be too big. That is why, knowing that Plavo music is based with Sicilian traditions, yeah, as well, we, working with a lot of Corsican, Sardinian and Sicilian polyphonies, we propose as a form of contrapointing, even it belongs to the same area, but the genre of the kind of singing is completely different. Contrapointing songs, this was the only, let's say, typical or the element which we know how. The rest was completely new. Yes, pleasure and fun, joy, we can say even joy, yeah. Especially when in December here in Belgrade we saw the material prepared by both of the group, but mostly by Plavo Pozorište, because this we saw lively, and I understood that this will be a core of the entire structure. Then, contrapointing with songs, we have to as well contrapoint their actions and their plots with something special, something that's unique, which is not, which could be not prepared as a coherent, solid, separate, let's say, material that we waited well, full of passion, to see the coherency material of Teatr Labor and Plavo Pozorište, and then we enter like in between, in any kind of in-betweenness. So between them, but as well in between their own material, and they allowed us to re-edit it, to cut it in fragments in a specific way, and then frame it. So our function was not only this kind of destructive cutting, but as well framing it, and I believe it worked. This aspect of work, which we finally understood is a needed, especially when 3 groups work together, and that's what happened in Wrocław. We can compare to editing in film. So we were not negate or even question the entire material which was prepared by both of the group, Plavo Pozorište and Teatr Labor from Bielefeld, and other function was rather to understand its structure and to put the cut in a certain moment, sometimes asking for redoing or repeating it, and then editing it in the form of those 2 narrations are, again, it got a new coherency. Then our narration is a form of glue, I even named it when they came, but then the glue has its structural function, so it's not only moment zero has its space. Yeah. So that was really pleasure. But yes, this moment it was more like editing a film or a book, a book to its final edition, final shape, and respecting the content, not allowing that the content will be destroyed or will lose its inner logic. That's another secret of this project. I believe it could not happen much earlier, let's say. Maybe, 3-4 years ago, but not 10 years ago, when all of us were, let's say, too young even to collaborate in such way. It's not about knowledge, it's about experience, of course, and this very normal human, let's say, aspect of trust to each other and respect to each other, not as a declaration, no, as absolutely practical issue.